Hi everybody, it's New Nisi. Long time no see. I'm just coming to give you guys an update. I know I've been MIA for a while. Um, just a lot has been going on in the past few months. Um, you know, uh, Good, the bad, and the ugly. Pretty much want to give you guys an update. The last time I was here, I was did a video back in September, and things were doing good, and not that they're not now, but things, I guess, we're all feeling this COVID-19, everything that's happening. um, but we roll with the punches, right, guys, and we stay strong. And especially during this time for us, with people who have had gastric bypass or VSG, these times can be troubling and kind of tempting, and our stress levels can go up, and our eating habits kind of get out of whack because either we're quarantined, can't get out, eating healthy. We tend to binge eat and everything and go back to our old habits. So I wanted to give you guys an update of how I'm doing weight wise. I have gained a few pounds. Maintenance phase has not been easy. Back in September, I came weighing at 150, 148.4. And then as of today's date, it's 157.8, which is a 9.4 gain, which isn't too bad, considering the fact that it could be much worse. It could be 20 pounds, it could be 30 pounds. So it's still achievable to get back to my 140s. I'm not stressing it. I think that my health is more important, and my eating habits were out of whack. And I'll tell you some things that has happened during these times. In October, it was a great time. Went with my boyfriend on a cruise. We had a great time, and I think I only gained 2 pounds for that one. I was in my 140s too as well. Great pics. Loved it. Love it. We had a great time. Then I think the holidays came. And you know how that is when you have the holidays, you start eating candy, you start eating the sweets, and my thing is the sweets, right? So, and I was exercising less, and all this stuff, and plus work was stressful too during those times, I remember. I was working at a different agency, still with the working for the state, but with a different agency. I was working during that time, which was kind of stressful. Um, then my father wanted to give you guys an update. Remember how I always used to mention in my videos that, just dealing with life issues and everything. My father was ill with dementia, and that year, early in February, they diagnosed him with, advanced dementia. And he progressively, during the months, started getting worse. And December, his decline. So he ended up in the hospital, and just things started getting worse, you know. Wouldn't eat and stuff like that. Telling you guys what's the real life, the things that we go through, right? Um, and he was a fighter and everything. He tried, but that disease is really bad. So everybody, take care of your health, take care of your mind, be healthy. Stay away from the addictions, if you possibly can. The smoking and not that he had any, but he had a stroke, so that was one of it. I believe it was vascular type of dementia. So in January, he was transferred to a nursing home because he couldn't walk again. He lost all his mobility because he was already 2 weeks and weak from the hospital stay, because he had a ruptured intestine. We opted for him not to have the surgery. He didn't want surgery. So we did what he wanted, and we honored his wishes. So I was hoping that he'd get better, and I was there constantly. So that my eating habits were out of whack. Sometimes I'd eat, sometimes I'd binge, sometimes I wouldn't even. I'd try to go to the gym, but it was not a regular, consistent thing, because I felt guilty for going, because trying to take care of him and meet his needs and everything. And you know, he lost his sense of eating and everything. So we had to feed him, but he didn't want to eat. It just deteriorated, guys. It just did. So and then January came. They transferred him to hospice, and you know, he passed away the 19th. I still get choked up, but yeah, he's better because I believe that if he was alive during these times, um, I don't think he would have survived, you know, and we were able to be all there for him crossing over. Where if he would have passed away during these times, we wouldn't be able to be there for him, right? So that's how we look at it in a positive way, and he's better now than what he was before. So going back, this is now with COVID-19. I'm living in Orlando, and we are at stay-at-home order. I am with a different agency with the state, so they, you know, they as soon as like I think it was St. Patty's Day, they sent us home because I deal with also the public and you know, interviewing them and stuff like that and investigations. So I couldn't be out in the streets any longer because health reasons for, you know, for me and for my family, especially that I have my mom. And we live together, and she's 80 years old. And like I told my supervisor, I said I would die if I had another parent loss, you know, and such. So, you know, if this happened, you know, this year, so Lord forbid, I don't think I could deal with it. And she's very, very close to me, and we are just tight. So I love her very much, and I don't want anything to happen to her. I was going to be one of the first ones to be sent home. Um, but they just mandated everybody to stay at home. So I'm very grateful for you know, the agency now that I work for, because they really do honor our lives and they care about us, you know, and I feel that, and I'm just so much happier. Um, let's see what else. So that's a lot. I guess I gave you guys a lot of info in such little time of what's going on with me, but I just really, you know me. I tell it like it is. It's not easy maintaining. You know, I first got the surgery in October of 2016 on a day before my birthday. Best decision ever. My lowest, I think, weight that I got to was 136 or 37. Um, and I was happy, but everybody else thought I was too skinny. But even if I'm in my 140s or 130s, I'm happy. I'm only 5'2", so the less the better for me. Right now, I feel good. I've been exercising more. Now I have time for me. Now my agency has told us that we don't have to work. We are on administrative leave, and we're just get paid. So it's wonderful. It's like it's bittersweet right now, but I can focus on eating right, eating healthy, walking and exercising, doing Zumba that I always mentioned about but never did. So I've been doing that. And it's just, and I'm just eating healthy, and I cut out alcohol too. That is a big weight gainer right there, and that is, if you can, stay away from that stuff. So just eating healthy, especially during these times, we have to maintain our health and have our vitamins and eat healthy, and not all those processed foods and junk foods. I guess getting back to the basics is very important in our lives right now. And so the reason why I'm doing this video is because I know all of you must be wondering, oh my God, what now? And you're scared or whatever. But have faith in, whatever religion that you follow, or whatever belief, even if you believe in a rock, whatever. But just know that we're gonna make it through, and we're survivors, just like we're survivors for like obesity, and we're even though we struggle every day of our lives, We can make it. We can get through this together. And you're not alone. I think I'm going to be doing more videos because a lot of people are in isolation. I feel sometimes like, just, because we can't go shopping, like, going to a clothing store. We take advantage or we don't appreciate, like what we had before. And the only place that we can go is the supermarket for Orlando. And that's like, if it's necessary. They don't really want us visiting our family, because the less contact you have with people, the less, contamination and, cases happening. So we're in this till I think April 9th. My job says until further notice, so I have no idea. And I'm okay with it. I've been walking. My subdivision is very big, and I did this big long walk with my daughter, and it was like 5 point something miles, and it was an hour and a half walk. It was intense, but I had been slowly progressing, doing Zumba, like cardio for like 55 minutes, and just, really working at it, just logging my food now on MyFitnessPal, weighing myself with this wonderful scale that syncs right into my phone and keeps track. It tells me, it's called Renpho, Renpho. It tells you your body weight, your BMI, your body mass, and something about muscles. It just gives you a whole graph. It's just wonderful. And it tells you, I guess my body fat is good. I'm in green, a little on the overweight side, but that's okay. Just a little few more pounds down and I'll be back on track. I'm not worried about it. As long as that I'm healthy, my immune is healthy. I haven't gotten sick at all with the flu or the cold, thank God. Everybody else around me has. So I just continue with my vitamin regimen and just eating healthy. Um, Another thing is that maintenance phase is not easy because uh, I feel that I dump less. So what I eat, I do retain. I can kind of sneak in sugar, little candy pieces, and everything. So that's our trying moment. That's why now more than ever we have to increase our activity, along with watching our what we, it doesn't have to be strict, because once we go on that whole I'm not going to eat this, I'm not going to eat that, no carb. Once we get into that, then we feel restricted, and then we start binging and we start saying, screw that, let me open a box of Oreos or something. So no, just gonna eat healthy, just track my calories, and then I know where I'm at. Another reason, the restriction now is less. So let's see, it was 2016. Wow. Or was it? Geesh. I'm going to put down my stats below because I don't remember if it was 2016 that I did have the surgery, or 2017. Seems like really far away. But I think I'm going to my 4th year. Oh my God. Time is flying by. I think it is. But the restrictions are a little less, but yes, I do still have restrictions, which that is a blessing. Can't eat like how I used to, which I am okay with that. I am so okay with that. I don't want to be how I was before. I don't ever want to get back to that point. Um, and my clothes still fit me and everything. They might be a little snuggy, the size 0 now, but that's okay. I can always get back there. Um, and I remember the honeymoon stage. There's no more honeymoon stage, which was the 1 year, and then pounds were shedding, and you're like, oh my God, I can't keep up with this. And even up to like a year and a half, it was still like that too. It was wonderful. But now it's just like, okay, just to lose those 2 pounds, because I did lose 2 pounds this week. I was actually weighing in the beginning of the week 159.8 or something, and now it's 157.8. So yeah, exactly 2 pounds. So I am happy, but I had to work for that. Before, it was just hold back a little bit on the calories or the eating, and it would just come off and shed. So that is, my overall. I just wanted to give you guys an update. I think in conclusion here, where hopefully what you can gain from this is that we are going to have life situations where it's going to kind of inhibit us from, eating healthy or focusing on us, and taking care of us, either be our kids, our parents, a family member, husband, boyfriend, whatever it may be, our loved ones. But that's okay, because you can always get back and get back on track. It's never too late. And we just have to stay strong during these times. Just remember, get back to the basics if you're out of whack. If you've gotten really off track, just get back to the basic. It's okay. And what is that? Back to the basics. It's what your doctor had told you in the beginning. It is eating your proteins first. It is minimizing the carbohydrates. It is eating more vegetables and fiber. Having your vitamins, because it's so important, and drinking your 64 ounces of water. Um, and that has really helped me in trying to get my mindset right back, because after the loss of my father, it wasn't easy. um, just felt like I lost my dad, and I lost a lot. But I know he wants me to do better. And just knowing that we just have to do better for our health, and we have to be there for the ones that are still with us and take care of them. But first, we have to take care of ourselves, because then we're not any good for anybody else. So I hope this was a little insight of where I'm at, to help you to get back on track, and maybe just shed some light on what we need to do. And I'll be coming back to you during the week and giving you an update, and sharing my COVID-19 quarantine, stay at home. But I'm okay with it, because if we can get these cases down, the better. Just remember, just to follow the CDC guidelines is so important, guys. It's not a hoax, not a joke. We need to all, put our part in here, and just stay healthy and love one another. That's the most important. And pray. And pray, especially during these times. So, guys, it was really nice. And I'll be coming back at you during the week, all right? All right. Love you all. Bye.